then you can just have Dr. Campbell take Mrs. Whitman.
Okay.
All right, so that's it, right? That's my whole schedule?
It's all clear.
Perfect.
But Dr. MacGyver, why are you canceling all of your appointments?
Because I'm going out of town with Nora Buchanan. I'm not sure when I'm going to be back.
Leaving town? Why?
Still cannot believe that Lindsay Rappaport escaped from prison.
Well, that's why the policeman around died.
And this, you run off a bridge and almost drown?
Oh, yeah, that. Busy night. Oh, thank God for Troy. He was there. He saved my life. It's amazing. He keeps doing things to prove that he's the one that should be in my life.
What do you mean? What other things?
Well, I mean, from the very start, when we first started dating, and you know how good he's been with Matthew, and how cool he's been about Sam, and how he didn't fall for Blair seducing him.
Well, wait. What was that?
Oh, no, forget it. It's such a long story. I mean, the end result is he's special.
He sure sounds like it.
Yeah, he is. I'm sorry, I'm going on and on and on about him, but you know what it's like. And you're in love with a great guy.
Right.
What's wrong?
No, I don't think my fiancé trusts me.
Yeah, Ben, look, don't worry. We're gonna find Vicky. I've got every available officer looking for her. I'll keep you posted. All right. What do you got on Lindsay and Allison?
No leads. No one's seen anything.
What about RJ?
Right, RJ.
You did question him about the money clip that was there at the escape site.
Yeah, I did. But...
What?
Carrie gave him an alibi.
She did?
She said he was with her watching TV between 9 and 10.
Is she absolutely sure?
Yeah.
What did RJ say about the money clip? I mean, did he explain why we found it in the woods outside of Statesville?
Well, let me know if I'm too far out of line, but isn't that your job?
Oh, I slept late.
You needed to. Come on, until yesterday.
Any news about my mom?
Not in the paper.
I better go call my dad.
Well, Jen, he actually called earlier. He said he was out with your Uncle Ben looking for Mrs. Davidson.
I still can't believe what she tried to do to Natalie.
Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable.
Talk about weird. Now with both of our moms on the loose, Natalie and I finally have something in common.
So, it was Mrs. Davidson's other personality the whole time?
Nikki Smith. Look, I tried to get Vicky to come out. I tried really hard, but it just didn't work.
Well, it's okay.
No, it isn't. Nikki Smith, she got away. She could be anywhere right now.
You did what you could.
Yeah, except that it wasn't enough.
It's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay.
I don't know.
I do. Remember you used to tell me that? When things got crazy at Roxy's?
I can't believe you actually remember that.
Of course I remember it. Because you were right. Everything would turn out okay because of you. You're a great sister, the best.
You know, I'm pretty lucky to have a brother like you. But not so lucky to have a sister like me.
Breakfast is served. Sorry I had to spend last night in the boiler room. What?
I said, are you trying to poison me?
Why would I poison you? After all, thanks to you last night, I hit the jackpot.
I know that's what you said, but I don't get it. You didn't find any cash in my house.
No, I didn't. But I decided to go for door number 2.
My old clothes?
Not exactly.
So then Antonio accused RJ of helping with the prison break.
I didn't think that was possible.
No, it's not possible. RJ was with me the entire time. We were watching TV together.
Okay, then he must be innocent.
You believe me?
Of course I do. Sweetie, I know that you and RJ have gotten very close, but I also know you'd never lie to protect him.
I'm so glad to hear you say that.
Well, it's the truth.
Yeah, I just wish that Antonio felt that way.
He doesn't believe you?
He said that he did, but, you know, he hesitated before he said it.
Okay. You know what? I don't think you should worry so much about all of this. I really don't. Antonio was probably just in cop mode. And he and RJ, they've got a bit of a history going on there. It's sort of Antonio's natural instinct to be suspicious of RJ.
I know that, but RJ is going to be Antonio's father-in-law.
Give it time.
It was so horrible hearing him accuse RJ of all those things.
What things? What other things?
Antonio said that RJ gave Lindsay that drug. The one she used on you.
Well, RJ, did you come by to turn yourself in?
No, I haven't done anything wrong, despite what your detective here seems to think.
Yeah. Antonio told me that Carrie says you were with her watching TV when Lindsay and Allison escaped.
Yeah, she told him that because it's true.
So why are you here?
Well, I thought I'd come by and see how long it's going to take to get my money clip back. I mean, you know, it was a gift from my daughter.
That clip is evidence.
Still,
It was found at the scene of the crime with your prints all over it.
it is my money clip. Whose prints do you think should be on it?
Oh, RJ, you know you got an answer for everything, don't you?
It's the truth, Bo.
Well, then, tell me, why did your money clip end up in the exact spot where 2 prisoners escaped?
I don't know. I mean, my guess is that whoever stole it or found it was in the woods, and maybe he was there to help Lindsay and company escape.
Yeah, right.
Look, you don't believe it? Fine. It's still the truth.
You know, it'll be interesting to see if that's what Lindsay says when we bring her in.
I want to go by the police station. Maybe the commissioner's heard something about my mom.
All right, I'll go with you.
You're being so nice.
What?
I don't deserve it. I've been horrible lately.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have. I've been horrible to you, and I've especially been horrible to Natalie. I had no idea what was going on between her and her mom.
Sorry, I couldn't tell you.
No, it's not your fault. Natalie asked you not to, and you respected that. I just had to get all jealous.
You didn't know what was going on.
Right, so I jumped to a million dumb conclusions, like maybe Natalie wanted you for herself. And
Jen, look.
that you might actually want her too. We both know that's ridiculous.
I want to apologize.
You don't have to do that.
I want to. Look, that's not what's important right now. What's most important is we've got to find Vicky.
You're right. That is the most important thing, but there's really not much we can do about that. I can do this.
Maybe I should go.
No, please. Stay. I'd like to say this in front of all of you.
It's okay.
No, it isn't okay, Natalie. I accused you of pushing Ben out the window, and I was wrong. And I'm really, really, really sorry.
I am too. I was way too hard on you.
Look, I don't blame you guys. I mean, Jess. You and Rex both saw me at the window after Ben fell, and Vicky or Nikki, whatever, made you think that I was there before Ben fell, too.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter what I saw, or what I thought I saw. You know, Rex gave you a chance. I should have given you a chance, too. Let's face it, you know, I haven't really given you a chance for anything. I've blamed you for my losing my mom and for me getting stuck with Roxy.
If I hadn't shown up, then you wouldn't, so...
Right, but that wasn't your fault. Just like what happened to Ben, it wasn't your fault. Christian tried to make me see that. I wouldn't listen. You know, I couldn't accept that he was being a friend to you.
Yeah. He's a good friend.
Everything that you've been through, Natalie, I can't imagine what it's been like. And most of that has been my fault. So I don't know what to say. All I can say is that I am really, really sorry. And I hope there's some way you can forgive me.
I guess, I mean, there's nothing to forgive. Not after everything that I've done to you. But I want you to know that it means a lot to me that you said it. More than you know.
Okay, I'm gonna go check and see if there's any news about Mom.
Okay, keep me posted.
Yeah.
That was really nice of Jessica to say that.
Yeah, it was.
She was only wrong about one thing.
What do you mean? What one thing?
Christian. She thinks you two are just friends, but you both know that's not true.
So I don't get it. What's in the trunk?
That's none of your concern.
I kind of think it is my concern.
Don't worry about it. Just think of it as your new roommate. Now, why aren't you eating your breakfast? I told you it wasn't poisoned.
Well, how the hell am I supposed to do that?
What?
Allison, my hands are tied to the chair.
Dogs don't have hands. They eat.
Oh, come on. Would you give me a break, please?
All right. What? No, thank you. Now, would you like to hear about my daring escape from prison? I'll take that as a yes. 2 female convicts escaped from Statesville Prison last night. Allison Perkins and Lindsay Rappaport were sent
Rappaport?
Yes.
You escaped with Lindsay Rappaport?
Well, I was the mastermind.
Was this the person that was here before? Where is this Lindsay person?
None of your business.
You killed her, didn't you?
Don't worry. Lindsay's not in the trunk.
Troy, what's going on?
Look, Emily, Lindsay Rappaport is a very dangerous and vindictive woman. And as long as she's free, Nora isn't safe.
Is that why you called me here, to tell me that you're leaving town?
Yeah, she blames Nora for putting her in prison. So I'm going to take Nora somewhere where I can protect her.
That sounds like a really good idea.
Well, I'm glad you like it, because I'd like for you to come along with us.
Why would she come after me? She doesn't even know that I exist.
Yeah, well, you're probably right. You're probably fine. And I probably am being a little overprotective, but please, just go along with me on this one, okay?
I'll be fine.
You'll be fine. So that means you're staying, huh?
Yeah, I'll be really careful, okay?
You better be, because I don't want to see anything happen to you.
You're the best.
Okay. Reconsider?
No. I worry about you, too.
Oh, well. You don't have to worry about me. I'm the one heading out of town, right?
Still, you know, I'm really sorry about what happened last night.
It's okay. It doesn't matter.
I mean, you saved Nora's life, and then I go and bring up Joanna. I never should have mentioned anything that happened back in Africa or even brought up her name.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but it still hurts you.
Which is why I'm more careful with other people now.
I'm really sorry, Troy.
It's okay. You don't have to be. I'm glad you brought up Joanna. Because I will tell you this, Sis. I will not lose Nora like I lost my wife.
Antonio thinks RJ was the one that gave Lindsay that memory drug?
RJ denies it, and I believe him.
You do?
Yes, Nora, it's just like you said. Antonio's always going to be suspicious of RJ.
Right.
Nora.
You don't think there's anything to what Antonio was saying?
Oh, honey. Bo and I have had this conversation before. We've often wondered whether RJ had something to do with Lindsay getting her hands on that drug.
And?
Hey, RJ and I have a long, complicated history, but I really believe that he would never do anything to hurt me intentionally.
Of course he wouldn't, Nora.
Did Antonio ever say anything to you about any proof?
No, nothing, no proof.
Good.
And the only proof that he had about the prison escape was this money clip that I bought for RJ.
What are you talking about?
They found it outside the prison in the woods where Lindsay and Allison escaped. But RJ told me that it had been stolen from him.
Well, then that should be the end of it.
Yeah, except I can't help but feeling that it's not.
Are there any leads on Lindsay yet?
Oh, come on, RJ. You know I can't give out information like that.
Well, now, that sounds like a no.
Well, don't worry. We'll find Lindsay, we'll bring her in, and then we'll make her tell us who helped her escape.
Well, I hope you do. Maybe then I can stop getting all these looks.
What looks? You know, you're starting to sound paranoid.
Well, maybe I can get my money clipped back, too?
Maybe, but first of all, we'd like you to fill out a little paperwork.
Naturally.
Yeah. You can just step right around the corner, see the clerk.
I know the drill.
Always happy to help. So what do you think?
He's lying, just like he always does.
Yeah, but what does that say about the alibi that Carrie gave him? All right, come on in.
Hey, we were just wondering if you heard anything.
About my mom?
No, I'm sorry, there's no news yet.
What about Mrs. Davidson?
Nope.
Poor Jess.
And Natalie.
Antonio, can you and Christian give us just a minute in here alone? There's some things that I'd like to talk about with Jen.
Sure, no problem,
We'll
Commissioner.
be right outside.
Thanks.
So, how's Jen holding up?
Okay. Considering her mom just broke out of prison.
What about you?
I'm worried about Jen.
Yeah, I know you are, Chris, but that's not what I mean. Look, Bo told me you really went to bat for Natalie last night.
So?
So, what's the deal?
There is no deal. I was just trying to be her friend.
Just a friend.
Christian and I are just friends, that's all.
Yeah, you are, but we both know there's more to it than that. Exactly. So, come on, how do you really feel about Christian?
We both know there's more to it than that, right? So, how do you really feel about Natalie?
Jen, can you tell me anything about your mother's relationship with Allison Perkins?
They were cellmates.
Yeah, but did she ever say anything about her? Did she ever talk about her at all?
Not really. Well, one time, she had me mail Allison a birthday card for her.
She did. You know, it's kind of funny. I mean, they're cellmates. They share the cell. She could have just handed her the card.
She said that Allison had a lot of influence in Statesville, so she was kind of worried about how she would get along with her.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something you're not telling me?
No. I'm just trying to get all the answers I can, all the information.
Right.
Yeah. I really wish I could give you some news about your mother, though. I really do.
What?
Jen, I want you to be prepared. Now, your mother is a fugitive right now. And whenever the police go after fugitives, anything can happen.
Are you saying that she might get shot?
No, I promise you that we will try to recapture her without any incident. But she's in a very dangerous situation right now, and it's not just with the police. It's with Allison Perkins, too.
Allison's really crazy, isn't she?
That little woman is a lot more dangerous than she looks.
Too bad. I'll be back.
When? When are you coming back? I gotta find out what's in that trunk. Or who's in that trunk. Allison, you are such a jerk. I got an extra key.
I'm so worried about my mom.
I know.
You know, she's had to deal with this personality disorder most of her life.
That must have been hard on you.
Yeah, well, when I was a kid, my father and brothers, you know, they tried to protect me from it.
That was probably good.
Yeah, because when I found out about it, I still didn't really understand it.
That was probably good, too, huh?
But it's happening again. You know, it's really weird because I'm older now, but there's still nothing I can do.
You love your mom, right? Huh?
Of course.
Okay, well, then even if she is someone else right now, it doesn't matter. She knows that, and that's gonna help her wherever she is.
Rex, I already told you, Chris and I are just friends, that's all.
I know you kissed.
What?
I know you kissed, so you might as well tell me the truth.
How would you know about that?
I overheard you and Chris talking, and no, I wasn't spying. So, come on, how do you feel about the guy?
Rex, I am totally crazy about him. There, are you satisfied? I mean, I am crazy about Christian Vega.
Does it help admitting it? I mean, do you feel any better?
I feel better when I'm with him, you know? I mean, he looks at me like no one's ever looked at me before. And he believes in me like no one's ever believed in me before. I mean, not even Seth. He makes me feel so good. I mean, everyone thought I was a psycho. Even I thought I was a psycho, and he stood by me.
He's a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. And, my feelings for him, they just keep getting stronger and stronger. Every time I'm around him or not around him, I can't help it.
So, how does Christian feel about you?
You know me way too well.
Yeah, well, that's what brothers are for. So, what's going on with Natalie?
Well, I do have feelings for her. And they're pretty intense.
Intense?
We have this connection. I don't know, I thought we were just friends, and then somehow it just changed. And all of a sudden...
What?
Man, I've done everything I can to fight it.
But?
But it just keeps getting stronger.
Yeah, well, those things have a tendency to do that.
Yeah, tell me about it. And then...
What?
Well, we were at the Bayberry Inn, and we almost...
Whoa, you
No,
almost...
no, we didn't. I couldn't do that to Jen. I couldn't hurt her like that.
Look, Chris, this is serious. I mean, I know you don't want to hurt Jen, but how do you feel about her now?
I love her.
But you have these feelings for Natalie.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm confused, to tell you the truth. I mean, part of me just wants to tell her what happened.
You know, the other part of you?
Doesn't know what to do. And even if I decided to tell her what happened, I can't tell her now, not with her mom on the run.
Right.
Right.
So how does Natalie feel about you?
I honestly don't know. Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Good.
I want to go see how Natalie's doing.
You do?
Yeah, I can't really explain it, but it just seems like with everything that's gone on lately, it just feels like it's the right thing to do. You coming?
Nora doesn't even know I was married.
I know you didn't want me to say anything to her.
Yeah, it's because I wanted to tell her myself. Every time I try, I can't go through with it. Maybe it's because of the way it ended.
You still feel terrible about what happened to Joanna, don't you?
I always will.
Troy, it wasn't your fault.
You weren't even there, Emily.
It's just something that happened. You have to quit blaming yourself, Troy. I mean, you're the best person that I know. Listen, you're not Colin.
Thank you for saying that.
You make sure that you keep in touch while you're away, okay?
I will. I promise you.
What does your mother ever say about RJ?
She doesn't. You know, whenever I do call her, we just tend to keep things short.
Oh, are you still angry with her?
No, that's just it. I'm not angry. Yeah, I was furious with her when she wouldn't tell me who my father was, but now that I found him and I know him, I'm starting to let all that go, you know?
Well, that's good. Have you ever told her that?
Maybe I should.
Yeah.
Just come out with it.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan. In the meantime, I wouldn't worry so much about RJ, okay? He's a big boy. He'll get over it. You know? However, I do agree with you. I don't like the idea of being accused of something falsely, especially when you've worked so hard to change.
He was so upset when Antonio left.
Well, why don't you give him a call? I'm sure he'd love to hear from you.
Hello.
RJ, hi, it's Carrie.
It's a nice surprise.
Are you okay?
Yeah, fine. I'm, just running some errands.
You don't sound so good.
Well, I hate errands.
I hear you.
So, I'll catch you later?
Yeah, sure.
How'd it go?
Oh, he sounded pretty down. False accusations are just killing him, I know it.
I wouldn't worry so much about RJ. You know, he's a big boy. He can take care of himself. He'll get over it.
Maybe. I'm going down to the police station.
Why?
I want to make sure that RJ's alibi is absolutely clear and on the record.
Commissioner?
Yeah.
Take a look at this. He's still here.
Yeah, he sure is.
I'm gonna go have a little chat with him.
No, tell you, wait. Why don't you let me take care of this, okay? It might get ugly.
Oh, I think it already is, Commissioner.
I used to sit on these steps every day.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. 5 o'clock. Just waiting for my mom to come home from work.
She got home at 5.
Every day?
No. Sometimes 6, maybe 7. I just didn't want to miss her.
So you just sat here?
Sometimes I'd read a book, but I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to hear her footsteps walking down the front walk.
Bet you were happy then, huh?
You kidding? As soon as she got in the front door, I'd run over, give her a huge hug. I'd give anything for that to happen right now. Hi. Hi.
Something wrong?
No.
We were just expecting someone else.
So, any news on your mom?
No.
I'm really sorry, Jess.
Christian, I'm sorry.
Why?
Because you were right about Natalie.
I don't know what Chris feels for me. I mean, I probably feel sorry for me.
I doubt it. I've seen the way he looks at you.
Yeah, well, I mean, even if he does, it's nowhere near what he feels for Jen.
You sure?
Completely, yeah. I mean, Chris loves Jen, and I don't want to cause trouble for that. You know, I want Christian to be happy.
But what if he's only happy when he's with you?
All right, you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go. Nora?
It's just...
It's just what?
I feel like I'm running away. I don't want to be running away. That's not me.
What do you mean running away, Nora?
I don't want to be afraid of Lindsay.
Listen to me, okay? You are not afraid of anybody.
Right.
Right, but we're still going. Now let's go.
We are?
Yes, no, I'm not just gonna have you sit around here and be a target for Lindsay.
She would be crazy to come here and get me. This is probably the safest place.
Listen,
We should
okay,
just...
you almost died yesterday when that car ran you off the road, and I couldn't do anything about it.
You saved my life. I think that's doing a lot about it.
But I still couldn't keep you from going into the river, okay? And when I saw you there in that water, it's just that I can do something about this, Nora. I can do something about Lindsay's escape.
But you don't have to.
We both know how crazy Lindsay is when it comes to you and me. And if she did something to you, Nora, and I didn't do everything in my power to protect you, I would never forgive myself. Do you understand that? I would never forgive myself if something happened to you. I love you. I love you too much to lose you. So please.
Okay. We'll go.
RJ,
Oh?
could I have a word with you in my office, please?
Have you found Ms. Rappaport?
Why don't you come on inside? We'll talk in there.
Okay. Why all the cloak and dagger shenanigans?
Have a seat.
Shall I be calling my lawyer?
Well, that depends.
That depends on what?
Whether or not you can explain this.
Great. With any luck, this will be the final nail in RJ's coffin. Later. Carrie, I can explain.
No, I don't want to hear this.
Carrie.
You said you believed me. Obviously, that was a lie.
Okay, Allison, let's see what you got hiding in there. What is that nut job done? What has she done to Vicky?
Jen wanted to see if you were okay.
Yeah, you didn't have to do that. My mom's missing, too. I know how you're feeling right now.
I'm gonna go see if they're saying anything on the news.
Thanks. I'm so sorry for the way I treated you. There's no excuse for that.
Oh, don't worry about it. That's all the past.
Hello? Will, hey. What? I can't really hear you. Hold on a second. Natalie, I'm gonna go outside to your terrace. Is that okay? Yeah, it's my brother. Yeah.
Jen wanted to come here. That wasn't my idea.
It's okay. Actually, I'm glad that you're here.
You are?
Yeah, there's something that I need to tell you.
Will, I still can't really hear you. You know what? Let me call you back from a different phone, okay?
I want you to know that no matter what, I will never tell Jen what happened last night. I will never tell her that we almost slept together.